Britain's rental market is at breaking point.
Give me home, please.
With not enough homes to go round, soaring rents,
Oh my God.
squalid, overcrowded conditions,
Little swines.
spiralling property fraud,
They're crooks, they're running a scam.
When am I going to get my money?
bedsits to mansions,
You have ruined my life with this.
squats to drug farms.
Oh my gosh. I'm done with them, I've given them chances.
Sit down.
No, this is not all right.
You know, you make your bed and you lie in it, don't you?
This is Nightmare Tenants Slum Landlords. With Britain's sky-high rents, more and more tenants on low incomes are being forced to live in an HMO, a house of multiple occupation. But strangers living together under the same roof can be a recipe for confrontation.
This is the young couple that are in the bedsit in one room causing havoc.
You can't behave like that with your fellow housemates.
Letting agents Paul Ainsworth-Lord and Sally Billingston are on their way to tackle complaints of antisocial behaviour in one of the shared homes they manage.
Their behaviour's causing a lot of problems, like music for the neighbours, police incidents, fighting, threatening behaviour towards the other tenants in the property.
It's really upset some of the tenants. We've agreed to let one leave because of it. And now we've got another one saying he don't feel safe in the house because he's intimidated by him.
With one tenant having left for good and another refusing to move back until the couple leave, Paul is under pressure to fix the problem.
Well, I want them gone. They're not compatible with that type of accommodation.
Today, they're here to serve the couple, Ashley and Shalem,
Can we just have a word with you?
with a notice to quit.
She'd moved from her parents, he'd moved from his parents, and we ended up with them.
We've had too many complaints, so the landlord's saying it goes to court, which obviously we don't really want to do, or we'll let you go with no penalties.
I don't see why we should go though. We've had no complaints from anyone around the area.
Well, we have.
What's this?
It's a formal legal notice.
Ashley's father is the named guarantor on the couple's tenancy, meaning he is guaranteeing the rent.
Your dad needs to know, if we get beyond this stage, he starts incurring costs, because the court costs ain't cheap.
You don't want to be doing that, Sharon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you stare into moving us out though. You can stop with that.
I'm just making you aware of what the other side of the coin's like.
I know
The
the side.
the cost of an eviction is roughly £2,000.
That's fine. It's
Sharon.
it's her dad.
Doesn't matter.
I know it's her
Sharon,
dad, but it's
not
not fair on him, is it?
No.
It's not fair on your girlfriend. He was quite happy for Ashley's dad to get a £2,000 bill. That sort of threw me a little bit, because you don't always get that. If he ends up getting grief because of what we're having to do, it ain't going to be any good for you two, is it?
Alright.
And your relationship.
Are we done here?
Shaylen in particular was, the centre of the complaints. We had to hear from one of the other tenants who's still there, Chris, and make a judgment call on the root of the problem.
I think if there's all a matter of disrespect,
Yeah.
there was a load of noise. People just coming over and not supposed to come over. A little bit too much. Like, ever since they moved in, they're just like piling up. You grab my neck and just went straight at it.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
He's only little, isn't
I know, and I'm 6'4".
he? Yeah, I get it. We're giving them a free ticket to leave, and they should take it. I go along thinking, well, if there's a glimmer of hope of fixing this, then I'm usually willing to give it a shot. But, you know, if someone steps out of line, they're out. Right, I shall leave you to it. OK, thanks. Meeting with Ashley and Shaylin helped me realise that this wasn't going to be an easy fix. That was interesting, wasn't it? It could have went either way at one moment or two, couldn't it? I think we found the root of the problem there.
Yeah, definitely.
He was OK at one bit, wasn't he? He was like mild and cooperative and submissive, and then he switched very quickly.
If the pair don't obey the order, Paul will have them evicted.
It's about behaviour.
Yeah.
It's about getting on with the other tenants, and we've got enough complaints to throw the book at them.
Four out of 5 of Britain's private landlords own just one rental property. Many of them rely on the income to support their retirement.
I manage this property from my mother. The house is actually, you know, my mum's pension. Do you really want your pensioner mum being kept up at night, worried, courtesy of somebody just unwilling to pay the rent?
Dale is on his way to court. He's begun eviction proceedings against his 81-year-old mother's tenant, who is in serious arrears.
It's about, I think, £8,000 now. Yeah, coming up to 9. A lot of money.
The house is the former family home, which adds to his mum's distress.
I tried to say to her, stop looking at it as your home. It is a property you rent out that you derive an income from, but she can't let go of that.
Going to court is Dale's last resort against the tenant.
She's not paying the rent, she's not picking up the phone, you know, she's changed her number. There's a point where you have to say she has to go. There is a certain amount of apprehension when you go to court. You don't know what scheme or what plot they're going to come into court and try for their benefit. We've got possession, so she's got 14 days to vacate. I can't wait to ring my mum and let her know that she'll soon have her property back.
But as Dale calls his mum with the good news,
You're getting your house back on the 2nd of November.
Praise God.
he spots the tenant leaving the court with a friend.
Just need to know, are you gonna vacate on the 2nd of November? Are you gonna go on the 2nd of November?
Wait, walk away. Walk.
Are you?
No, you don't do nothing.
No,
Can you stop filming her, please?
exactly.
Can you stop filming her, please?
You don't need to film me. Why are you
Please stop
filming
that,
me?
please. Do you want me physically to me to hold the camera before you to realise that? Stop filming her, please. Please. I've asked you nicely, please. Thank you very much, sir. Eh? Don't be rude.
I'm not being
Please.
rude.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day, sir.
So he's accused us of being rude, and how rude is it not to pay the rent? But that's the kind of people we're dealing with, unfortunately.
Hopefully she'll be gone when we turn up. If she's not, we'll just engage the bailiffs to have her forcibly removed.
Two weeks have passed since Dale won the case against his mum's tenant, who owes £10,000 in rent. And today, she's due to leave.
Hopefully today she might do the decent thing and just move, you know, stop costing my mum even more money. It's difficult for my mum having to visit the bank, rain, shine, snow, to find out if someone's paid money and to find out no, they haven't. It just adds to the trauma of it.
He's heading to the property to see if she's complied.
I don't see any removal trucks. Hi, yeah. Today is the 2nd. Are you moving today?
I can't move today till they give me the eviction notice.
So you want us to bring the bailiffs? You do realise it's going to be fairly disruptive. Is there a reason why the rent hadn't been paid? You showed no real concern to me, to my mum. You've not paid the rent.
An unfamiliar voice shouts at Dale from inside the property.
Come on! We're all human beings at the end of the day. What are you doing? What's the problem?
The problem is you're living in a house for free. Not even renting the house to you. Don't know why you're there.
Stop that disgusting!
So is it not disgusting that you're not paying the rent and you're living free? And there is now 3 adults in the house, you couldn't muster enough money to pay the rent. If you've got so much to say, say it in my mum's bank account. £10,000. Yeah, I thought you didn't have anything to say about that. There is a natural respect for elders, and she had done what she'd done to an elderly woman, my mum. And that's almost the unforgivable sin.
Dale and his mother have little choice but to call in the bailiffs, costing yet more time and more money.
She's going to be forcibly removed from the property and see what she has to say.
Britain's buy-to-let boom has created huge opportunities for the unscrupulous to make big money out of vulnerable tenants and small landlords.
I was desperate to rent my flat out. It had been empty for quite a while, and an agency contacted me.
16 months ago, Blair Bartholomew thought she'd found the perfect solution for her empty rental property.
She basically said she had a tenant that had just missed out on a house and needed to move in ASAP, a family.
Blair personally met and approved the tenant, but she hasn't received a penny in rent for 6 months, and she believes the agency is fake.
All the phone numbers that I had went down. And then I went to the website, and the website had gone down as if that domain didn't exist. And that's when I knew that in my heart, and I think I knew all along, that I'd been scammed, and I just felt sick. I came around to my property immediately and knocked on the door and met someone I'd never met before renting my property. And it was just the worst feeling.
The stranger, who called himself Derek, refused to either pay his rent or leave the property.
It started screaming at me. You know, I ended up bursting out crying on the phone to him while he was swearing at me down the phone.
So she's turned to eviction lawyer Chris Sharp for help.
Blair is really nervous, she's really on edge about all this. This is her own property. You know, she can't believe that there's somebody in there who's got an order against him, has ignored the order thus far. Blair wants him out. She wants him out desperately so she can just get on with her life.
Now, armed with an eviction order, Chris and Blair are on their way to meet High Court enforcement officers at the property.
How you doing, Mark?
Hello, mate.
You're in safe hands, okay?
Just stay out of the property, yeah? Just in case, so you can get out.
Yeah.
Easy enough. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Let's go then, Blair.
I did feel like I needed a human shield. I did think Derek would get aggressive when we finally evicted him.
You hand back.
This whole property for me, I actually just get a sense of dread and regret coming here.
Oh, look at that.
Hello? Enforcement officer?
I'll stay smart.
Hello? Right, you Derek? My name's Mark. Here's a copy of the rent.
1 second, just wait there. So far we've found 4 people in here. Despite having an order from the court, sheriff's office, there's still people here. This is the guy that was at court. How much time and consideration have you given to Blair and what you've put her through, how she feels?
I mean, I'm amazed he's still here.
They won't be there for much longer.
Honestly, this has literally been horrendous. When did you move in? I'm so sorry.
Nothing.
I understand. I've had enough. I'm so sorry. No, that's fine.
I'll be honest with you guys.
I've never seen you before. There was no one living here when we did this whole thing.
That's why I'm completely confused right now.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The three boys came out of the flat pretty quickly compared to Derek. I can't believe how long this has taken. I mean, we got here, like 5 minutes after 7? Just after 7? And now it's 20 past 8.
He's known about this. He's cleaning his gear out now at Blair's expense. Because the longer this takes, these guys are out for free. He's just protracting it, dragging his feet. It's almost like one last middle finger up to Blair.
By the time the eviction came around, the actual day, I was about 15 grand down. And that's not just from loss of rent, that's also from what I had to pay to get him evicted.
I don't mind helping. If it speeds it up, doesn't it?
I don't know what kind of person does this kind of thing. I don't know how people can do it.
Whoa. Fill up. Listen.
No, sorry, sir. I'm not
listen, don't do that.
I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm not trying to be aggressive, I said. I told you guys.
You say excuse me, don't budge.
These are your new keys and your property is now back.
Thank you very much. Oh, I can't believe I've got this place back. I'm just so upset by the whole thing. I actually am worried someone's going to come out of the closet. I just feel so uncomfortable in this house. This has been one of the worst experiences of my life. Coming to this flat, I just hate it. And it shouldn't feel like that, or something you own and that you're proud to own. I'm mad with him. He's been living in this property for 6 months. I would like Derek to feel my pain, but I don't think he ever will.
There we go. Well, Blair.
Yeah. Listen, it's not that I don't want to apologize to you, right? It's the thing where when I spoke to you around June or August. July, I told you about the tenancy agreement that I had, and you both knew you and I were scammed. It's not that I was being aggressive towards you. I was trying to show you that I've been a victim, just as you have been a victim.
Derek,
right?
I'm done with you.
Ryan Allen.
Done with you.
I rented it from Maisie
my
Recruitment.
Life with this. I offered to help you find a place.
Yeah, because at that time,
to pay your deposits.
I know, I was still looking for a place.
You were the most aggressive and awful person to be.
I wasn't aggressive,
did
I was trying to
Do you know
tell
how
you.
much money this has cost me to evict you?
I was trying to tell you.
What you have done is despicable. I'm done. Sorry.
Come on, that's well said.
I'm
to
shaking.
him, it's just
I'm shaking. I'm that upset about this situation.
You said what you needed to say. You said what was on your chest, and do you know what? It shows. I mean, this is just how. This is what it means to people. It's not innocent. This is not victimless.
Blair is left counting the cost of getting her house back.
15 grand is huge. I'm in debt. I'm selling my car because I have to put money back in the pot.
In Blackburn, it's been 3 weeks since letting agent Paul Ainsworth Lord served a notice to quit on problem tenants Ashley and Shalem. He's trying to find out what's going on.
Oh, you're right, lad. Do you know what day you're going to your mum's? The guy upstairs won't come back till you're gone.
Yeah, well, that's not our problem.
Shut up.
Why?
All signals are pointing to you. You've had the police here, you've got anger issues. We've been around the block on this.
Shut up, just stop. I'm not bothered.
Oh, you're right, Ashley. She's a young lass. So I did feel a bit sorry for her, and I felt she was trapped somehow.
We understand we got the notice, and since we've got it, we've kept everything down. We're only young and we've not got jobs right now. It's trying to find somewhere else to live, which is really difficult. It's deposit and first month's rent and all that we have to then try and find. It'd be a lot easier to stay here.
Because I know it's not easy, and it can be expensive.
Like if we didn't have a chance, I'd make sure we wouldn't mess it up this time. We really would make sure we wouldn't mess it up.
There's one part of my brain saying I don't think so, and then there's the other part of my brain saying, well, maybe I should give it another chance. So, Shalem, if you need me to reconsider, the plan of action that we're working to now, you need to give me a good reason why I should do that. Why should I?
We're willing to behave, stay quiet, and
make a choice.
follow the line, get along with everyone. And
If you're adamant you want to stay, this is going to have to be by consensus of everybody. So I think we should have a house meeting. You organise it all. I'll tip up as well, say next Wednesday. We can all have a truce, or whatever you want to call it. And if everyone's okay with that, and I can see that everyone's okay with that, then the problem pretty much solved.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to put the plan together, and hopefully we'll have a good outcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about the best I can do. Then, okay. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
glad we can see a way forward.
Excellent. No worries. Thank you.
I'm a human like anybody else. Ultimately, I want it to be fixed. The last thing I want is be kicking people out.
Everything now hangs on Ashley and Shalem getting all the tenants together for a house meeting.
This is a second chance type of thing. So they've got sight of a solution now. The ball's in their court. All I just need them to do is get on. Everyone pay the rent, look after the place, job's good.
In South London, Dale Prime Holder is hoping to get his house back for his elderly mother. Now, over £13,000 out of pocket, Dale's meeting eviction expert Paul Champlina at the property.
We've got the possession order. So today is going to be D-Day for us to get the property back. I don't know what state the property is going to be in, but what I do know is we're going to be getting the property back.
There was apprehension. What's going to meet me when I arrive there?
Is it up there?
Bearing in mind all that anger towards me, on our last encounter, we could now potentially meet face to face.
Looks empty, doesn't it? Yeah. We just spoke to the neighbour and she's confirmed that she moved in the last couple of days. She saw vans coming and going, so that's a good sign. So she's clearly left.
Just annoyed that they've taken it to the wire at the cost to my mum, time and effort for everybody concerned.
By law, Paul and Dale can't enter until the bailiffs arrive and do the paperwork.
Is that her? Is that her?
Just then, the tenant turns up.
Do you have the keys?
Lost one of them.
Sorry?
I lost one of them.
You've moved out now, yeah? Okay. What about the rent? Owen, are you going to make an instalment plan? Yeah. Okay, because a lot of money, 13 grand.
But heads up, just to understand, you know your sister's a guarantor, so that means her property is at risk and her business is at risk if that arrangement isn't made soon.
Yes, I'll make it.
You can understand how stressed my mother would be and put yourself in a situation you didn't need to be in if you'd just pick up the phone and spoke to us. Well, even if you'd said, I'm going to leave, but we're going to pay this amount, but to pay nothing. It didn't have to be like this. And now we're in a situation where landlord action are going to be quite rigorous in going after your sister's business and her house. You know?
The tenant's turned up because she wants the document from the bailiff to say that she's been made homeless. So she can take it to the council and try and be rehoused. So yeah, so the tenant's just getting the document signed with the bailiff just in there. No, it's not bad condition, is it, Del?
No.
Normally tenants, they just leave a whole load of rubbish, the stuff that they can't take. No, it's not too bad,
Could have
is
been
it?
a lot worse.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You got my mum's number? Yeah. I think an apology to my mum would go away and just making her understand.
I was looking forward, if the truth be known, to the confrontation and probably was happy to heckle them on their way.
I know it's never nice going through an eviction, what you're having to do now, whether there's arrears or no arrears, because obviously you've got a family, and you know, if the council said that there'd be temporary accommodation and all that.
They said they were putting up for 56 days.
56 days in temporary accommodation, yeah, which could be like a bed sit and stuff.
It can't be easy for you with your little ones having to deal with that.
To see her standing there, almost sort of stripped of everything, it brought a different feeling to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll let you get anyway.
All right.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
My attitude changed because I'm now looking at somebody who's homeless, in effect.
I'll see you later. Good luck. Bye. I feel awful for her, really. I'm not vindictive in that sense. No, there isn't.
You know what you need to do?
Yeah.
You need to call your mum.
I do.
Call your mum. Give her the good news.
I do need to call my mum.
Hi there.
Hi, Mum. Claudia's gone.
Praise the Lord. It has been a long time coming.
Yeah, very much
It's
so.
caused me lots of stress and what have you.
Yeah.
Name it, yeah.
She said she will call you and apologise.
She did call me and apologize.
Well, that's
she
a good
was
sign.
in tears.
Right.
You know, she was in tears, and I appreciate that.
All right, Mum.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much, and your team.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Mum.
Okay, God
All right,
bless.
you too.
God bless. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, don't cut my mum off. My mum will go down the road and bless her. She
Well,
will.
listen, when you see her, you'll give her some keys, so
Yeah,
she'll give you a big hug. Don't worry about that.
Now that my mum has the flat back, it's altered the relationship of the past 2 years. You know, I can have normal mum phone calls now. Just back to asking me when I'm going to start going back to church.
There's been a long list of complaints against problem tenants Ashley and Shalem. Letting agent Paul Ainsworth-Lord has decided to give them a second chance if they can make it up with the other tenants in the HMO they share.
Thanks, bye-bye.
But wife and business partner Debbie isn't so sure.
I said, everybody has to be there. We need a house meeting. I said, if everybody agrees, then I'll let you stay.
Paul, but in 7 days' time, we're going to have the same again. Nothing's going to change.
Oh, no.
Why do you keep doing this? We're not running a nursery school.
I've told her we can't
But you're just
carry on.
delaying it. You're just giving them another week.
Well, you know, it's a shame for her.
Honestly, you're too soft.
That's what I've said to him anyway.
Okay, well, it's your decision.
So, we'll see.
6 days later, Paul's on his way to the tenants' meeting to decide the couple's fate.
Well, I'm hoping got the rest of the housemates together so that we can have a bit of a house meeting and see if we can all kiss and make up, basically.
But one of the tenants has moved out temporarily because of the couple's behaviour.
The missing tenant was happy to come back providing they'd gone. Do you want to have a chat in the kitchen then?
Yeah.
He couldn't face going back there, no matter what the promises were. So you texted him, rang him?
I told him specifically when the meeting was and what time it was and like why the meeting was happening, but he just hasn't replied.
Because Ashley and Shaylin had failed to arrange the house meeting, the writing was on the wall and they were having to leave. So where I'm at is, we're no further forward. I've got a tenant who's paying rent but won't move in because of you guys, won't move back in because of you guys. I've got a tenant who claims to have left because of you guys. We've got complaints from other tenants and neighbours.
I don't know what you want me to do about
You've got to move out.
I won't do that now, man.
We've had this conversation.
No.
You're going to have to move out.
No,
and there's two ways of doing it. You do it the easy way or the hard way. It's your problem.
How is that my fault?
Because you're the centre of the problem. There's too much stacked against you here.
I don't... Good luck then, mate. You'll have to get a fucking court proceeding and shit. I'm not...
I want to try and get him to come back. He can't run from it. We need to deal with it, Ashley. Well, this isn't going to plan, is it? This is not going to plan at all.
No, come on.
This is where we're at, isn't it?
No, this is not alright.
I tried to help you here. I gave you an option last week, and it's not coming together. You've got to leave.
Tell him that then.
But I'm telling you.
No, tell him that then.
I'm telling you.
No. Do what you want, mate.
You seem to have had a good relationship. For some reason,
Yeah, and
he
that's
ain't
my point.
speaking.
I don't
but
know why. I'm being serious. I don't know why.
well, he says it's because he's frightened of you.
No, he's not frightened.
That's what he's telling us.
Laid a finger on his
That's what he's telling us. Not just once. He's telling us loads of times.
Fucking 4 or 5 months. You think he's going to be afraid of me?
Well, he says he won't move back in here because of you.
No, it's
not you. He says because of you. I can't have a house that's upset and our tenants left because of you guys.
I don't want to comply anymore. I'd like to leave.
You need to start packing.
No, I'm not going to.
Try and talk to
And if you don't do it the easy way, the gentle way, like I'm allowing you to do, her dad will get the costs.
Oh, go for it. Go on then.
You know her dad's not going to like that.
Okay.
Stop. Sit down.
You tried. You won't even pick up the phone. What's the fucking point?
I don't want to move out because I've nowhere really to go, and neither is Shaylin. And we don't have the money to go anywhere else. I'd rather be homeless than go to my parents in the nicest way possible.
Paul now has no choice but to have Ashley and Shaylin evicted. The young couple face an uncertain future.
I'm done with them. I've given them chances. I've given them too many chances by normal standards. You know, you make your bed and you lie in it, don't you?
Soaring demand in Britain's rental market has led to more and more properties that are unsafe and overcrowded.
This property, we believe, is overcrowded. It's not on our records, and I think there's going to be a whole heap of problems in there.
Andrew Sedman, from Harrow's Housing Enforcement Office, has received a tip-off about a suspect two-bedroom flat in the borough.
It's a big worry. It's a massive worry, actually. You never know what to think when you go into a property. We've just got a sketchy bit of information. I don't know what I'm going to be faced with. This is your property here. it's open, no lock. I have powers of entry to come in here. Hello? Harrow Council, can you come to the door, please? Hello, Harrow Council? Two sets of bunk beds. I mean, you've got 4 people squashed into this tiny room. This is not good at all. Hello? No one in here. So we've got another bunk bed here. When you've got 2 sets of fridge freezers in a small property, it's a good sign that it's overcrowded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in this little place.
To add to his worries, Andrew's concerned about the state of the property.
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous.
I need to meet someone, I need to get some history, what's going on, where I can get hold of the landlord. Let's get this sorted out.
After weeks of searching, Andrew makes a breakthrough.
I finally got an address for the landlord. I got his name, and I thought, great, got you now.
The landlord, Mr. Chima, claims that when he let the flat, he had no idea that the house would be run as an HMO. Andrew and his colleague Sheetal Rajani have told him to meet them at the property.
They now told me that the property's been vacated and they have no intention of it being an HMO.
When a landlord gets rid of tenants very quickly, it's a bit suspicious.
Today, we'll be able to see whether he's speaking the truth. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Andrew Sedman, residential licensing, Harrow Council. Oh, right, it's empty now. It's a bit different now, it's empty. There's obviously a lot of things to sort out. Windows need attention. In the kitchen, you've got cracked tiles. This roof, that would need fireproofing.
The builder is coming from Monday, he's going to refurbish everything. Yeah, the property is on the market to let out as soon as we find someone. Yeah. This property is not feasible for HMO at all.
He's saying all the right things, all the things that he wants me to hear. But if it's unlicensed, if people are in danger, you've got to pay the price.
So what I've done, I've actually got the notice of intention, which just tells you about what we're going to do, and that is at £5,000. That's for civil penalty notice.
Did you consider my situation, because this all happened without my consent, without my permission?
Yeah, I do, but it's your job to manage it, so we'll have someone manage it for you if you can't manage it yourself.
Instead of me paying this £5,000 to you, if I can invest the same money or probably a bit more than this into this property, doing it up to really good standards,
right.
Would you be able to consider me putting this money rather than giving to you, investing into this property?
As an enforcer, you do have to be hard-nosed about things, but I thought, you know what, everyone deserves a chance.
Okay, sir.
To have any chance of avoiding the £5,000 penalty, Mr. Chima's repairs will have to pass a strict council inspection. Four days ago, letting agent Paul Ainsworth-Lord warned problem tenants Ashley and Shayla they had to leave the HMO because of complaints from other tenants.
Ashley's dad has rung me and said that he's moving his daughter back home, so I'm just going to go and check, see what the state of play is.
The last time Paul was at the house, Ashley's boyfriend Shayla was refusing to move out.
His odd behaviour really gives me bad vibes. This guy's just not what we want, and we need to get rid of him. Oh, man. Looks like they've gone, doesn't it? smell of weed smell. Every time I came in to see him, there was a weed smell. Got a bong here. Make sure to get all the bits out of here and we'll get it turned around pretty fast. If we were renting to robots, it would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Because we wouldn't have the human element, and it's the human element that complicates it all. It's dealing with personalities. You know, she was quite cooperative. He was the little awkward one, and he influenced her. We can draw a line in the sand now with this, and everyone can move on.
It's 2 months since the Harrow residential licensing team issued a £5,000 penalty notice against landlord Mr. Shima over conditions at his 2-bedroom rental flat. He says he's made the improvements they demanded, so Andrew Sedman and colleague Micaiah Angus are on their way to inspect the property.
I'm looking for compliance, so this place, don't need it to look like a palace, but if we can get close to that, I'll be happy.
Hello, Mr. Sedman.
Hello, Mr. Chairman. There's a little bit of concern. I haven't entered the property yet, but we've got a floorboard gun, and look, my foot is actually stuck under the stair.
So we'll get it sorted.
Brilliant.
That's no problem. It's a very minor thing.
Which is good. All floors being done as well, so much better. Now we've got an empty, livable property now.
Which can be a nice home.
It's good.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Anything else, Andrew?
No. It's pretty good up here. A few things to sort out, but we're on the right track.
Apart from the broken stair, it looks like Mr. Chima has been good to his word. The Harrow enforcement officers decide to rescind the £5,000 penalty.
We don't ever withdraw these civil penalty notices. This is a first.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chima. It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming down and thanks for helping me all the way throughout.
Mr. Chima is a good businessman. This is just a mistake he's made, and I don't think he'll make that mistake ever again.
Next time,
When are you going to get out?
a grandmother-to-be desperate to get her house back.
She's here. She's here.
A landlord forced to confront his non-paying tenants.
I can't afford for you to be living here for free.
Needles everywhere.
And a Blackpool letting agent makes a shocking discovery.
Oh my God. What are you doing in here? It's just covered in shit. Absolute shit.